Okay, it's one of those days where you're like, you got to do something together in a hurry. You got to put a meal together in a hurry here. You don't have time. Part of the Fast and Furious series I'm putting together here. You don't want to be tacky? So you make some shrimp scampi. Now, shrimp scampi is a dish that has origins in American cookbooks around 1920 or so. It has some Italian origins too, because as a matter of fact, the Italians used lobster and coated it in breadcrumbs and made scampi that way. But scampi also means, apparently, in some say in Italian, I'm not sure, prawns. And of course, we are doing prawns. This is so simple, even a caveman can do it. Can I say that? Let's get to some shrimp scampi. Come on. Okay, real quick. So what we're going to do, and as I said, this is Fast and Furious. We're going to put some extra virgin olive oil in here. I use my cast iron skillet, of course. This is my holy grail here. And you're going to use a little over of about a quarter of a stick of salted butter. Okay? And you're going to melt that in. All right? Just let that saute for a minute. And what you're also going to do, now you don't have to do this because there's about 100 ways to skin a cat. And that's the same thing with shrimp scampi. But of course, I'm going to use Pinot Grigio. Oh my God, look at that. Okay? Now, what happens is for folks who don't drink alcohol, the alcohol is going to burn off. But the Pinot Grigio, you can use Pinot Grigio, you can use Sauvignon Blanc, Sancerre, you can use any of those things, you can use Chardonnay, but I do like the Pinot Grigio. That's what I use here, Italian Pinot Grigio. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 12 shrimp, and once again, I like size 16-20 shrimp. 16-20 shrimp are great because they're like medium jumbo size shrimp. They're succulent, they cook well, they don't turn rubbery, you know, and they're really good. So I'm going to put the 12 shrimp in here, all right, and I'm going to start to let those cook, all right. While I'm letting those cook, I'm going to season with some coarse ground pepper, all right, and then I'm just going to put in a little bit of salt. You don't necessarily need salt. Now, once again, if you do not want to use white wine, you can use chicken broth. Chicken broth is always good, but I prefer the white wine because it really gives it a kick. And once again, once it cooks and you burn it off, the alcohol burns off, and you just have that nice taste from the white wine. So as you can see now, the shrimp is cooking, all right? And it really takes no time to cook. What I'm going to do right now, while that is cooking, I'm going to take a lemon, half of a lemon, and I'm going to squeeze that, a fresh lemon, onto the shrimp. And that's one half, okay? Now, what I'm also going to do is I'm going to put in about 5 or 6 cloves of garlic. You can either put the garlic in, okay, minced garlic, that's what I use. You really don't want to use garlic powder for this, or granulated garlic. It's not the same thing. You really need for this to give it that good zest, that flavor, you need the garlic cloves. All right? So you put that in. You can either put it in before the shrimp and let that saute in, or you can put it in while the shrimp are there. I like to put it in when the shrimp are there. It just kind of explodes on the shrimp. That's how I think it works. And I think it works really best that way for me. Now, let me tell you something about this. Again, my whole thing here is to get you guys to do a variation on a theme. There are a million ways to do shrimp scampi. You can use garlic in here, of course. Obviously, you have to have that. Shallots are also good. Mushrooms are good. You can do a number of things with this to make it different. It only really depends on really what you want to do with it. So I'm not doing that now. The other thing you can put in there to give it a little kick to it, you can put crushed red pepper in there to give it that kick, that spice, you know, that heat to it. I'm not doing that with this. This is just a simple way of doing this. Now, this is cooking. Then what I'm going to do, whoops, almost dropped this here, Lord have mercy. I'm going to put some parsley in here. Now, I use dried parsley. You've seen me in some of my cooking videos using dried parsley. Fresh parsley, fresh herbs are always good. I have no problem using dried parsley or dried herbs. I still think that they do the trick. And they're also easy to get. I'm just putting a little bit more in there. Okay? So here we go. This is almost ready, guys. And this is just going to be absolutely fantastic. All right? Just give it a little bit more time. Guys, let me tell you something. I don't care what it is. I mean, I'm obviously preparing recipes for both men and women. But I'm trying to get the guys, if you really want to get the women, you know, that's what I'm talking about. Bottles rolling around. It's true. You cook this deal here. And you know, when you come out with from Scampi, oh my God, you probably spent hours in the kitchen. Hardly the case, my brothers. You can watch your football and do this with your eyes closed and whatnot. The playoffs, everything, whatever, basketball, football, whatever. Put this together, invite the lady over afterwards and whatnot. It's all over. All right. We're almost ready here. We're almost ready. Okay. Now, you can just, mamma mia, you smell it. Now, I'm using fettuccine. I like fettuccine with Scampi. Now, the fettuccine is prepared. It takes no time to put together, as you can see here. It's just wonderful. But what I'm going to do, to add a little bit more kick to the pasta, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some fresh lemon and pour it over the pasta. Now, I keep the pasta moist with a little extra virgin olive oil so it doesn't stick. But that extra lemon on that pasta will give it the kick that you're looking for, okay? And it'll drive everybody absolutely crazy, all right? So, we're almost ready here. This shrimp is basically done. So, now, the preparation to the Scampi. And it's not tacky. There you go. You put that fettuccine on there. Oh my goodness. All right. And what are we going to do here? We're going to take 6 shrimp. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to take, I'm going to turn off that there, the heat. We're going to take some of the sauce, okay, from the pan, and we're going to throw it over the shrimp and the fettuccine. Oh my goodness. Now, I'm going to tell you something. You taste this pasta just with the sauce on it, okay? One to 10, baby, this is a 10. Oh, Fast and Furious, Part 2. Shrimp Scampi, not tacky. How's that, Barbara?
Sounds good to me.
I'm out.